The area is definitely becoming a hub for foot traffic and regular traffic as well. When events overlap, there is some concern that it could create a parking nightmare. We'll get to see how that unfolds firsthand next Friday when all 4 venues are home to events. The Chiefs are at home, the Addams family's in town at the Civics Theatre, and there's a doubleheader high school football game at One Spokane Arena. So the question is, where is everyone going to park? And Jordan Smith is live from One Spokane Stadium tonight. He's answering that question for us. So Jordan, what can you tell us?
Yeah, the parking situation near downtown has been the main talking point when it came to One Spokane Stadium, which was built on top of a pre-existing parking lot. So people were concerned that there wouldn't be any spots left over after that stadium was built. But today, so far, everything's going well. But as you mentioned, Kirsten, it's going to be next week where drivers are really going to be tested, their driving skills and their patience when it comes to trying to find a spot. Spokane Arena, the Civics Theatre, the Podium, they all have home events next Friday, and there's a doubleheader matchup at One Spokane Stadium. So thousands are going to flock to downtown, and free parking is going to go fast. So people are likely going to have to either get there early or prepare to walk. But for a game that's getting out, say at 10 o'clock at night, walking back through downtown with your kids may not be the most ideal situation.
Don't like to be out after dark anyway, downtown. Parking, if all 3 venues are filled, are going to be really something.
It's looks a little small for parking-wise, though, to make that happen.
Paul Christensen with Spokane Public Facilities says that drivers will have plenty of underutilized parking garages and lots to pick from throughout downtown. But he does say that this is a part of being a part of a growing city. It's an influx of traffic and limited parking options.
You're going to have to do some looking for parking. You might have to get there a little bit earlier than you normally would have in the past. But I think overall, we're going to do our best to not have programming on top of each other. There's a lot of parking garages and things that have gone underutilized, but now won't be able to be underutilized with another building coming online.
The other thing that Christensen says to keep in mind is that the parking spots that were taken away by this new stadium, they are being replaced at the new parking lot being built across the street. But parking near the stadium is likely going to fill up early again. So unless you're there early, you're going to have to plan on walking a bit. So what can you do to kind of maximize your time and not get caught up in traffic or searching for a parking lot? Try to get to your event at least an hour early. And then, of course, if you don't want to battle traffic, STA has multiple lines that run through the downtown area that can drop you off and pick you up. Or, of course, you could also plan to take an Uber. But there's plenty of parking spots and garages along downtown, and there's some residential parking near the stadium as well. In downtown tonight, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Jordan. And if you are planning on heading to the stadium, there are some new rules that you need to know about. There's a clear bag policy in place, meaning you can only bring in a clear bag or a small clutch, and you can find the dimensions on our website. No outside food or drink will be allowed in. Also, if you're bringing your own seat cushion, it cannot have legs.